Hi, in this video I'm going to show you the different functionalities that the group leader can perform. The first and the most important thing that the group leader needs to do before anyone else starts using this system is to create the folders. To create a folder right from the dashboard also is possible, or you can do it from the left hand navigation menu from here. But let's do it right from the dashboard. Click on the create button. Select the folder or the group inside which you would like to create the folder. So let's say we want to create a folder inside the sales group and call it PO. So once I do that, in the next step, I need to give different access privileges to my group members. So there are 4 types of privileges that I can give. If I give upload privilege to this particular user, then this particular user, Eric, can upload new documents to this folder, and automatically he also gets the second type of permission, which is called view. If I give this user just view permission, then he cannot upload new documents to this folder, but he can definitely view them. If I give Stacy the third type of permission, which is called modify, then Stacy cannot upload new documents to this folder, but she can view and she can modify. So she can upload version 2, version 3, etc. for the different documents, or she can approve documents. So these would be the people who are not responsible for uploading the first version of the document. They just need to modify them or pass comments or approve documents. The fourth type of permission is called full permission. So if I give Trevor the full permission, then he can upload documents, he can view documents, and he can also modify documents. So he automatically gets all the 3 different types of permissions. So that's how the folders have been created. And now you and your users can of course go ahead and upload documents in this particular folder that was just created. So as you can see, the folder is created and you and your users can upload documents into this folder. That was the first job of the group leader. The second job is to create the different tagging category and workflow templates. So for creating a tagging template, let's talk about tagging templates first. So creating a tagging template, click on the tagging button out here. Select the group, because you might be the group leader of multiple groups. So select the group inside which you would like to create a tagging template. Name the template. Let's say we call it customer information or customer data, and enter the number of fields that this particular tagging template would have. So let's say we just have 3 fields. If you want, you can add a description, but it's purely optional, so we can skip it out here. And now it's asking you for the different parameters. So let's say the first is customer name, the next is, let's say, address, and the third is, let's say, phone number. You can have as many parameters as you want, but each parameter needs to have a data type, and these are the 5 available types of data types. So if I say varchar, I'll get a small area like this. If I say text, I get a larger area to enter data, or I can have the option of date and time, or a yes, no. So let me put varchar for the customer name, and let's say text for the customer address. Phone number, let's keep it at varchar and hit on the submit button. The moment I do so, I see that this particular template has been created for me. If I want, I can edit this template. If I want to add more parameters, I can do so. And if I'm not happy, I can delete the template by clicking on any one of these relevant buttons. But suppose everything is fine, I go ahead and publish this template. So now I and my group members can use this tagging template to tag the documents and search for them. For example, if I go here, I have a number of documents listed here. Suppose I want to tag this particular document, I can just go ahead, click on tag document. From the document detail page, I see that this particular tagging template is appearing for me, and I can have multiple tagging templates attached to one document. Since I have just one, so I have just one out here. So let's say we have this customer name as Microsoft Inc. and let's say, you can put whatever you want and then put in the phone number, and you're done. So now if I go back to the document detail page and click on this tab, tagging privileges and view details, I see that I have tagged this particular document with these values, and if I want to search Now based on these parameters, I can choose any of these parameters and search for them. So let's search for Microsoft. And if I go to search and search by document tagging, I see that this document has been tagged and I can easily retrieve it. So that's how tagging works. So that's another job that the group leader can do. Now the template that the group leader can define is called category. You can categorize documents into different categories, and you can also attach tagging templates to different categories, so that if a user uploads a document of a particular category, the tagging templates, if it is attached to the category, automatically needs to be filled up. So to again define a category is again the same way you do it. Select the group where you want to define the category and define the category name. Let's say we call this purchase orders, and hit on the submit button. The category appears here, and if you want to add a tagging template, so that if suppose let's say I add this tagging template called customer data to it, so whenever a user uploads a document of the category purchase orders, he or she has to fill out the particular the values of the tagging template. For example, suppose a user is is uploading this document out here, and in let's say he's uploading a document out here, and then he says okay, before that, one more thing that you need to do in the category is once you create the category, you also need to publish it. Only then it becomes usable. So just as in tagging templates you published it, in category also you need to publish it. So now if the user is uploading a document into this folder, so let's say he is uploading this particular document, all the available categories come down in a drop down menu. So I select purchase orders. So the moment I do so, then remember when we defined the tagging template, it needed these three values. So now the user has to fill out these three values before the document is uploaded to the system. So let's say and let's say this is the phone number, and submit it. So only now this document has been uploaded. So now if I go to list documents, and let's say inside PO, I see that this document has been uploaded, and once I click on the name of the document and go to the document detail page, I see that the document has been tagged with these values, and I can search for this document based on this value. So I can go here and search based on this value, and it appears. So that's the next thing that the group leader needs to do. And the last template that the group leader needs to define, if you want to take the documents through the workflow process, is first you need to define the process. So to define the process, same option, select the group name where you want to define the workflow, name the workflow, let's say it's called PO approval, and then define your steps. So let's say this is the first step where the GM finance needs to approve it, and you can put in all your instructions out here as much as you want, and these instructions can also have bulleted points like item 1. You can have whatever you want, and you can keep on adding as many steps as you want. So let me add another step. So you see whatever I have added, it comes here, and the next step is, let's say, final approval by general manager, let's say by CFO. And here also I can put in my instructions. And this way I can keep on adding as many steps as I want. But let's say I'm done with 2 steps, so I click on done. So the moment I do so, I see that this particular template appears here. I can edit the steps if I want. I can add more steps at the end if I want, and if I'm not happy, I can delete it by clicking on any one of these 3 buttons. But suppose everything is fine, I can go ahead and publish it. So once I publish it, you and your group members can use this particular workflow process to upload a workflow document and take it through this whole process of approval. How to upload a document would be shown in another video with workflow. The last thing that a group leader can do is, first was manage folders, next was add the templates, and the last thing is delete documents, because here only group leaders can delete documents. And there are two categories of documents that can be deleted by the group leader. One is the end of life documents, the other is manual request for documents. So anywhere, wherever you have a document coming up, against the name of the document, you will see an action called delete. So to delete a document, you click here, and then you can put in your comments, why did you delete it? So you can put in as much as you want, and then submit it. So the moment you do so, the document is deleted from the system, and the whole process of deletion, it is why you deleted it and who requested it, the whole thing is captured in the admin module, and the complete deletion certificate is available for the admin, which can be provided during audit reports, during audits if required. So that's basically the job of the group leader. And of course the group leader can view group reports. So to view document reports, group reports, you click here and you can see the reports of the groups of which you are a leader. And also if you want to view group reports by date, you can use a criteria and you can select the group, and you can select like between which date and which date you would like to view the the criteria of the documents that you wanted to, and it appears for you right here. So that's all that the group leader needs to know in Fluidbiz TMS Enterprise.